At this point, I think you understand how this works. Can the Hoenn Gym Leaders defeat the champions in the Pokemon World Tournament? Same rules apply. Always start with the Gym Leader's main Pokemon, use movesets given, and 5 attempts per Gym Leader. And since Liza and Tay have their own teams, I have to play with 9 teams instead of 8, with a potential of 45 attempts. Let's find out if they can do it. Rock types are slow, and one of the worst types in Pokemon, and a lot of them are 4 times weak to water, and it for sure doesn't help when your first opponent is Wallace. So how do you expect this one to go? Yeah, no surprise. The next attempt for the first round was against Red, and while it was really close, these Pokemon are just too slow to clutch it out. Third attempt, I had to fight Red again, and this time it didn't even come close, and I ended up just forfeiting. So far, I haven't even gotten past the first round. But if I'm being honest, I kind of expected this, and not just with Roxanne's team. Thankfully, that changed as I was able to get past Blue in the 4th attempt. But who we got next? Aw, it better be Alder. Wow, of course not. Well, and unfortunately... Oh, I got Walt. Oh, come on. This is my last attempt, too. Golem's moveset is horrible. Why would you give it Focus Punch? So, yeah, Roxanne's team was kinda a disappointment. It made me wonder how I was able to win with Brock's team before. Brawly's team felt way better to use than Roxanne's, so I felt way more confident in winning. I say that, but I end up losing to Red, so yeah. However, the next attempt was way better. I was able to get through both Lance and Blue, making it to the final round to fight Steven. An easy matchup. I used Fake Out in close combat on Metagross, hoping to take it out, but not quite. Then, Hariyama goes for Stone Edge on Armaldo, taking it down into the red. Armaldo then counters onto Min Xiao with Superpower, taking it down to the red as well. Cradilly sets up Xenostorm, which isn't actually a big deal. Without thinking, I forgot that Metagross has Bullet Punch, so Min Xiao goes down. Thankfully, I can finish it off with another close combat. And another Superpower practically does nothing to Hariyama. And with extra damage he was taking, Revenge demolishes Cradilly. In the next turn, I really needed to get rid of Archeops since it's the biggest threat to my team. Thankfully, Heracross has a Choice Scarf and close combat takes it down. Dynamic Punch from Machamp takes out Aggron, and Stone Edge from Hariyama takes out Armaldo. With his last Pokemon being Excadrill, we were able to close out the final round and win. When you look at Watson's team from a quick glance, it's not bad. But when you look closer, you see another one of Game Freak's mistakes. A physical Ampharos. Its base attack stat is 75, by the way. This alone made me think that it was impossible with this team. In the first attempt, I beat Blue pretty convincingly, but Cynthia's Garchomp was too strong. The next attempt, I had to fight Wallace first, but of course, Electric beats Water. I was also able to beat Steven right after. And finally, Cynthia once again. Jover, it's so Jover. Alright, how should I deal with this? Obviously protect on Magnezone. Thunderbolt or Flamethrower won't take out Roserade, but it will take me out in one Leaf Storm. So the biggest threat, honestly, the biggest threat is Garchomp, but can't do crap. It has ton of potentially paralyzing. Potentially. Protect on Magnezone and Raichu, you would die to like a single Earthquake, so I'm gonna switch into Pokemon Rotom. Is my only chance? I'm glad I went Thunderbolt. I went for Outrage. Huh. That's surprising. Okay. what Pokemon did it? Now we're 1-1. I was really hoping it would have been way better if Roserade had missed that Leaf Storm. This is probably gonna be. Oh, really? Oh God! Come on. Okay, I need to burn this thing, like, now. Ow! And now it's locked into Outrage. So I kind of hope it stays on Magnezone. Because if I go for... No, because if I go for Protect and it goes for Magnezone, it'll confuse it. But it's faster. It's faster than Magnezone, but it's not faster than Raichu. So... I gotta save them as much as I can. Swagger sounds like a horrible idea. Focus Blast. If it gets a crit. Okay. Oh. I didn't confuse though. I thought it would. So. Oh. Oh! Oh my God! No way! Oh God! No way! Even if it goes for Sucker Punch or Raichu, it doesn't matter. I win! No way! Oh! I thought it was over. Oh my God! That was so lucky. Oh. Oh, because it kept just. Oh, I can't sacrifice Magnezone. I need him to stay alive. Thank God. As nice it was to see how I was able to beat Cynthia against her freaking Garchomp, Flannery's team, in my opinion, is probably the worst team out of all the Hoenn Gym Leaders. Why does Chandelure have Flame Charge? Why is Blaziken's only physical fire move Flame Charge? Why does Houndoom and Magmortar have Flame Charge? Why is Houndoom a mixed attacker set with 2 physical moves? Not to mention that her team overall isn't that fast. I wasn't even able to get past the first round on any attempt, so we're just gonna move on. Norman's team is interesting, mainly due to slacking in its Truant. All it takes is one. Wow. Look at me. Revenge. A move that goes after your opponent. So even if, since I do outspeed, I'm pretty sure, it doesn't friggin' matter because, right then. Well, if only Bouffalant had Earthquake, you know, instead of Mega Horn, or just a better fighting type move than Revenge.
Oh, who's surprised? Literally no one. I lost because this one's moveset stuff.
And in my final attempt, I was able to defeat Lance, but didn't do so well against Cynthia. Most of my Pokemon are just too slow. Winona's team is lackluster to say the least. Alterio's moveset sucks, Skarmory's moves could be better, and it's difficult to set up Sunny Day with Tropius when it's so frail. This team had the Flannery effect, meaning I could even get past the first round in any attempt, so not much worth mentioning here. Tate and Liza are interesting since half of their teams are the same but with different movesets, and the others are parallel to each other. I started with Liza's team. The move I had to utilize the most was Trick Room since most of their Pokemon are really slow except for Gardevoir. I'm not used to using a move like this in any capacity, so I knew I had to really take it slow and really figure out my best options if I wanted to win. The worst things about this team is that Lunatone has no stabbed psychic move and a physical Xatu set. In my first attempt, I was able to make it to the final round by defeating Steven and Lance. And while it did come down to the wire against Alder with Gothitelle and Rayuniclus, I couldn't close it out. In the next attempt, I hardly put out any damage against Red. One thing I decided to start doing was to swap out Lunatone when needed since it really was useless until maybe later. Unfortunately, it didn't work against Steven in the third attempt. I did take down Cynthia in the next one, and I came close to defeating Lance, but no such luck. Wallace felt like a stall game, and unfortunately I lost on my final attempt. But I definitely learned a couple things I should have done that I think I can improve on with Tate's team. And thankfully, Solrock actually has some pretty good moves, not including Cosmic Power, and Xatu is actually a special attacker. In the first attempt, I actually did make it to the final round. However,
Alright, so we got Ludicolo, Walrein, and of course my Ludic. Walrein is sucky. I don't like it. No, not Walrein, Ludicolo, because I can't send out Claydol. No, I wanted Galay to take out my Lodic. No. That's why I tag teamed. Come on. Getting frozen is so God dang it. I never get what I want.
I'm positive that freeze hacks was important because if that hadn't happened, I think I could have won. The next attempt was also a close one.
What if I expect Shadow Ball? Because it has to go for Shadow Ball because Ice Beam won't take me out. So it has 3 different options. It can go for Signal Beam, Water Pulse, or Shadow Ball. This is why this is tough because it's like if it goes for any of those moves, I could counter one of them. So it's a gamble. And I don't like gambling. But then again, Lucario is Dark Pulse. So it's gonna go for Dark Pulse for sure. So, I don't know. I may just have to sack it. Set up Trick Room. As I thought, yeah. Oh, it lived. Not bad. That's what I thought, yeah. And then Bronzong sets of Trick Room. Do any of them have priority? Lucario has extreme speed. I can counter that. Who has the biggest defense? Xatu, Rayunique. So 90, 95. Okay, Claydol. Okay, so if I swap Claydol, go for Gyro Ball on Glaceon. And then, ooh, wait. Going for it on Glaceon is not good because I need to take out Garchomp. Still do this. Counter Lucario's extreme speed. Gyro Ball on Garchomp. And then close combat on Lucario. See what happens. As I thought, yep. Got a crit, which sucks, but can't do much about it. Take out Garchomp, its biggest threat. Then yeah, there we go. And since Glaceon's the fastest, it'll pick who it wants to go for. And Claydol. I live. Good. Rose Raid, okay. So I can go for the light screen. Yeah. Gyro Ball will take out Glaceon. And then I can go for a Psycho Cut on Rose Raid. Glade may go down, but it's a sacrifice. Actually, it may not because of light screen now. So Psycho Cut on Rose Raid. All right, took it out. Crit. I don't know if that mattered, but here we go. All right, now we still have Togekiss and Spirit Tomb. This is, I gotta choose carefully. Okay. I'm gonna double target Togekiss and nice slash Spirit Tomb. Okay, protected. Okay, I think we win. We still have Xatu in the back. Oh god. Okay, wait. It's fine. Not terrible. Not good. Because now Galate's gonna take unnecessary damage. I think that's fine though. Because it could only go for one. Yeah. Okay. You lost. We win. You could only go for one. Woo! I finally won one. Oh, thank God.
Juan's team is really slow, except for Kingdra and Relicanth when it's raining, since it's the only two on the team with Swift Swim. The first attempt against Blue did go pretty well, and against Cynthia too. But now it was a water type versus water type against Wallace. This was tough because I didn't want to set up Rain Dance, making his team's water moves stronger as well. Not to mention, I'm screwed if his Ludicolo has Swift Swim, since that is clearly the biggest threat on his team. And it was as I thought because I couldn't get rid of the damn thing at all. The next attempt I was able to defeat Red, but not against Alder. But I got the run back and defeated Cynthia right after. My final opponent was Steven, so of course I had high hopes, but I knew Archeops could destroy that confidence. And of course, that's what happened. Not to mention that I missed a couple of my moves as well, which could have helped me win. And guess what? I lost to him again in the fourth attempt. And unfortunately, Blue ended my overall final attempt, leaving me a total of 36 attempts. The victors are Brawley, Watson, and Tate. So far, this was the worst performing region, but I still enjoyed playing this nonetheless. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to put push notifications on to know when I upload, and I'll see you next time.